Hi everyone, and welcome once again to AARC's Big Ideas Theater. I'm your host, Ed Hyland, and I'm joined now by Dr. Stefano Nava from Italy. Ciao, welcome.
Ciao.
Thank you so much. He was speaking at a session during AARC Congress about the guidelines for non-invasive ventilation. The guidelines have been updated, changed a little bit. What are some of the main differences between the previous guidelines and what we're looking at now?
Okay. To start, I would say that the last guidelines were published in the year 2000, so it was about time to change it. And there was a joint venture between the American Thoracic Society and the European Respiratory Society. So main changes were done especially outside the established condition of application. We recommend in specific conditions like palliative care, that is a sort of neglected issue in medicine. So we recommend the use of NIV in those patients with end-of-life condition, with severe dyspnea refractory, for example, to opioids. The second new recommendation is about trauma. We know that some people with acute respiratory failure, they may develop this disease just because they have a chest trauma, either because of car crash in older people, because they fell down, and therefore this is a specific new application. Another interesting new suggestion of the new guidelines is the use of NIV in the postoperative period, especially in those patients at risk of developing post-extubation respiratory failure. We also have three very peculiar spots in which we could not make any firm decision, and these pandemics, mainly because for safety reasons, because we don't know exactly if we can use the ventilator and the interface in patients at risk of spreading the disease all over. The second, in asthma, we still need more research, and what we call de novo respiratory failure. That means acute respiratory failure due to pneumonia or ARDS. So for these three categories, we did not make any specific recommendation.
So we need more research. Is something ongoing?
Absolutely. I mean, these are the three fields in which we need more research, good studies, large study. And I was thinking about ARDS and pneumonia. I do not think personally, as a member of a task force, that you can enroll all patients with this specific disease. But I think there is a niche of patients, those patients with a mild to moderate acute respiratory failure that can benefit from the application of non-invasive ventilation. But once more, we need more randomized control studies, and this is the case also for asthma.
What are some of the obstacles to NIV?
The hospital are human, I think. Technology really helped us in the last few years. We have good ventilators, good interfaces. We need probably to train more our staff. I always say that NIV is a teamwork. If you are a champion, does not mean anything, because you need to be backed up by a strong group. So training, education, I think are major obstacles right now to improve not only the outcome, but also the popularity of NIV. And last but not least, but I think it's extremely important everywhere you work, here in the US or in Europe or whatever other part of the world, is the reimbursement. Reimbursing is a big issue for NIV because in certain circumstances, NIV is a real alternative to intubation, so it should be paid exactly in the same fashion.
Training, education, research, and reimbursement.
Absolutely.
All right. Dr. Nava, thank you so much for joining us.
Ciao.
And this is the Big Ideas Theater, sponsored by Draeger.